Next speaker is one such patient, and she'll tell you about how an innovative stem cell treatment saved her life. And I'd like to introduce Ann Scott.
The expected is just the beginning. The unexpected is what changes our life. Meredith Grey, Grey's Anatomy. In 1996, I was 38 and lived in Kirkland Lake in Northern Ontario, 640 kilometers away. I started having strange symptoms such as a droopy eye, difficulty doing stairs and walking long periods, and slurred speech. I was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis, a rare, incurable, chronic autoimmune disease that causes abnormal weakness in certain muscles. In 1997, I became a patient of Dr. Beth Pringle, a neurologist at this hospital. At this stage in the disease, I had been on the prescribed medicine for MG, had major thoracic surgery, and started a course of steroids that had left me bloated and unrecognizable. By 2000, my breathing had become compromised. My life had become a series of appointments, medications, IVs, central line insertions, tests, treatments, infections, and long episodes in hospital away from the comforts of all I loved. I had completely lost control of my day-to-day existence. I had the difficult conversation with my family doctor and my husband that the day would soon come where I could no longer go on. There comes a point where it all becomes too much, when we get too tired to fight anymore, so we give up. That's when the real work begins, to find hope where there is absolutely none at all. Christina Yang, Grey's Anatomy. Hope presented itself at my bedside in late February 2001 in the form of Dr. Harry Atkins of the Bone Marrow Transplant Program. Through tears, I told him that I needed to survive until September, when my daughter would be getting married. Dr. Atkins discussed with me a treatment that he had never done, a stem cell transplant to treat the myasthenia gravis. Preparation for the transplant was a course of chemotherapy and total body radiation. The outcome of the procedure would destroy my old immune system and replace it with a new, healthier one that hopefully would not include the disease I had. The treatment was risky, but I had nothing to lose. I was 43 and facing my own mortality. In April, my stem cells were retrieved and frozen. By then, I had been on life support 8 times. On June 21st, 2001, a nurse entered my room singing happy birthday. It was a chance at a new life. It was transplant day. The recuperation was arduous. 3 months after the transplant, I attended my daughter's wedding and our family celebrated life and love. By late 2001, in 1 year, my patient resume included 11 critical care air ambulance transfers from Kirkland Lake to the Ottawa Hospital, 12 episodes requiring intubation for breathing, 35 days in the ICU on life support, over 160 inpatient days at the Ottawa General. Today, I remain a patient of Dr. Pringle and Dr. Atkins. My family and I are huge fans. I'm elated to report that my myasthenia gravis is in remission. On June 21st, I will celebrate the 16th anniversary of my stem cell transplant. I will write my annual thank you notes to Dr. Atkins and Dr. Pringle. I am forever grateful for the gifts of life and time. My husband, Wendell and I have been rewarded in seeing our children grow into adulthood and find loving partners. My greatest legacy is being a loving Amma to my grandchildren, Mara and Libby. And we cherish the memory of our Golden Lab Atkins, whose namesake was Dr. Harry Atkins. I am here today thanks to a long line of doctors, nurses, specialists, and researchers from this hospital whose dedication, expertise, and curiosity in the power of stem cell saved my life. There remains a huge number of patients waiting and pleading for medical research to discover new treatments and cures that will improve and prolong their lives. It is only fitting to end on a quote by Meredith Grey that says it all. I believe we can be extraordinary together than ordinary apart. Thank you.
What you also demonstrated for me is that I have this wonderful stool to stand on, because I too could use it.